As usual, I don't feel like filming today. This time, I actually do kind of have a reason for it. I don't feel very good right now. It's just hormones and stuff, and I know vaguely what I want to talk about, but I haven't put time really into sorting those thoughts out. So again, I'm gonna have to do my best with the almost said one again just right after that. But all right, so I have about had it with blind boxes. I was I'm not even gonna include the unboxing, cause I just but so y'all remember how it seemed like it was just the Pop Mart gods doing me dirty? Well, it can't be, because I don't know if y'all remember this little guy. I bought another one, and these are $40, all right? These are like $36 to $40 on Amazon. And I went ahead and ordered a second one weeks later. After I'd ordered this one, it came in today, and it was the same one. That is twice now that blind boxes, the second one I open is immediately a duplicate. I'm kind of over it. So I think that while I will still probably, whenever buying from a new set or whatever of blind boxes, at first, yes, I can do a couple that are just blind, but after that, I can't do that. I'm returning it. I got it on Amazon, and I wasn't dishonest. Like I said, I opened it. So whatever, but yeah, it's just super obnoxious. There we go with the M's again. Let me think. So, what do I want to talk about? Right. Autumn! It's not officially technically autumn, but in my heart it is. September, pretty much, I feel comfortable pulling out fall colors and stuff like that. I went pretty hard this week, I think, this year, because
because I don't know. Toward the end of August, I guess, I was starting to feel a little bit in a rut. I guess I did talk about it a little bit, especially in terms of reading and just in general. It's been getting better, but with, the monthly nonsense right now, I'm just not feeling my best. And we all know that our best is not the same day to day, but when you have hormones just being stupid, it makes it a little bit harder to set it aside and view things, I guess, a little more objectively. But yeah, so speaking of autumn, where is it? I had it. I did. So I had a little bit of I don't know that I would call it a full-blown tantrum, but I had an episode. Like I said, my mood has not been great, and earlier look. I am not terribly irritable, generally speaking. It takes quite a bit to upset me, but sometimes when this is happening, it does not take much. All right, so yes, I was aggravated by the blind box thing. My mood had already been shaky, and yeah, I was annoyed by it, but that's not what upset me. It was just one of several things that are nothing under normal circumstances. But so, like, my chair, this office chair, which you usually can't see because it's one of them little half ones, but one of the wheels just keeps getting caught on the rug that's down here. And no, it's not the rug's fault. It's not the chair's fault. I could just move the furniture situation and fix this, but I don't, because I don't care that much, except today, yeah, it got caught again, and I had enough, and I just shoved the chair aside, and then the rug was all, messed up, and I had to, there's, stuff everywhere. Y'all can usually see at least some of it, just things that I need to go through and have not, and it's constantly shifting. You should see that closet back there, not that door, but this is my closet, and that yarn, I would be hanging it in the closet, but there's not room for it right now because there are yet more boxes of stuff I need to go through. Anyway, yeah, so I all this stuff's laying on the rug that I'm trying to straighten out, and I'm just throwing it aside, just move! And then I sat down, and eventually I calmed down, and I did have a work appointment today, which I hadn't expected. Initially, he did, message me earlier in the day and say, hey, can we do today instead of Thursday? Yeah, that's fine. So it wasn't like that, and that certainly didn't bother me. This student's been off for a while. He had to go do something to do with his job for a time, some kind of training thing. But anyway, tonight was our first meeting back, and it's really good to see him. So it's that was no part of what was annoying me. It's just stupid. What else? Oh, right. Yeah, I started talking about that because there is somewhere. Oh, you know what? I'm such a goober. I think I thought I was gonna start on it. I'll just have to put up a model picture for now, but yeah, I have another miniature to do. So I tried to show you guys this one once, and it was when I was using, it was one of the cameras that I had bought earlier on when I was still trying to figure this out, and obviously, I keep doing this setup just because it's so much easier. Yes, I could, film on my phone, when I'm hanging out elsewhere in the house, but it's it's just easier. I know my webcam is not fantastic. I'm sure I will eventually figure out a better upgrade. Like when you guys see me doing like my get ready with me and the footage I take when I'm not really doing anything, or when I'm not really talking rather, in the footage. That's part of why I do voiceovers, because I have this and it does take excellent video, but the audio is just trash. It's absolute trash. And this brand, Akaso, they have it where not only can you not use a different microphone, there's just no way for any kind of adapter to work except for theirs. And I'm sorry, but I can guarantee you that the microphone you want to sell me for this for like, I think $18, if not less, is not worth it to me. So this is really great just to set it aside, you know, for when I don't need to talk, when I'm just filming myself, either doing miniatures or cleaning up, or, you know, you should see in this one, the video I took of the storm and stuff like that. I just set the little camera up, and this, like when I do, again, the get ready with me, like in the bathroom, I just stick this in the medicine cabinet. So I do that stupid dark to light thing and then come back. But anyway, so back to the miniature. So I was trying to show you guys this, and this is one that I've obviously already finished. I did this last year? I think last year in the spring. And I did show you the other one that I did like this, where it's the little kind of iridescent fairy house. There's a little deer in it. That one's out in the living room right now. But I have another one. And again, like I said, I will have put the product image on the screen so you can see, but it's fall themed. I think it's called something like Harvest Time or something. I don't know. It's not originally in English. You can tell, like, most of these sets I get tend to come from China, I think, which is fine. It's just anybody who's purchased items that come from China, like, a lot of times you're not ending up with native English translations. So I will say, with the instructions and stuff, they do a pretty good job of getting around that by using as little text instruction as they can get away with. Like, there are certain things that really need to be pointed out. And I frankly, I cannot recall any of these sets, like, however poorly the instructions were written, where they weren't at least still clear enough for me to figure out what was going on. And that's the point. So I'm not, like, bashing the language barrier there. I'm just saying, like, that's what you end up with, is just some awkward English translations sometimes. But yeah, so I am excited to get started on that soon. My wife and I have been working on a puzzle. I don't know if I've taken any video of that. I don't know. I'm probably gonna do the puzzle glue thing when I'm done with it. And I think I'm just gonna start hanging puzzles that we finish in the reading space as wall art, because why not? I mean, I pick puzzles that have cozy scenery, so the one that we have now just looks kind of like, I think it's like sunset on a farm. And it's just, you see the farmhouse, and there's, you know, old tractor, old truck, there's a barn, a couple of critters, little creek. It seemed really nice for like a end of summer type thing, you know. Sorry, I'm goofing around with this. A light comes on, but it's so dim right now because it needs a new battery. Anyway, oh, I got Pond. Pond came in the mail. She's looking there we go. Look how pretty she is. She's got eyes like dew with the little bloop in it, I guess. But I really love her makeup. She's pasty white like me. And I love these shades of green. Just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, Pond is my favorite. I got Amber too, but I think I showed you guys her. I don't know. Can't remember, but yeah, Pond came. Show you her little embroidery there. Assume it's some kind of like pond plant life. I like her little get up. But yeah, so I've got 7 out of the 9 main ones now. I just need Blossom, the awesome little like burgundy rose with the thorns. She almost looks gothy. I love her. And then Windflower, who is like a dusty pink kind of. I'll have all 9. I do, and I hate myself for not having the Labubu video yet, but as you can see, I have acquired a new display situation for the Labubus. So it's actually a mug rack, but I got this thing. So these are Amazon Vine things, not the Labubus, but the other crap I'm talking about right now. I got this kind of like coffee bar thing, I guess, and it's got a couple of shelves, and like on part of it there's a thing that stands up, and it's got hooks on it for mugs, and it holds all the mugs that I need it to hold. But this mug rack came up more recently on my Amazon Vine catalog, and like as soon as I saw it, I was like, that would be perfect to display some of my Labubus and my Skull Pandas. So on the top rack, it does 4 on each side, and like Zizi's down there in it's like a little Labubu beanbag, again from Vine. That there, I'll just show it to you. It's 4 Labubus, but right now, one of my own creations is actually in it. I made this little Pooh Bear who, I mean, he's not perfect, but he's cute. He just kind of looks like an old-fashioned Pooh more. But sometimes, like, when these plushies get extra super, like, fantastically detailed like this, they are definitely harder, so. But this lady, Claire Garland, she designed him. I think she calls the pattern Honey Bear, for obvious reasons. but yeah, so I love him. I love my Goofy Pooh that I made, Goofy Pooh Bear. And this, so again, it's an Amazon find. It's just a little display thing for Labubus and the like. It's a little light thing in there. It's rechargeable. But yeah, I've been finding a lot of cool stuff on there like that, just for display and all that kind of fun thing, which we know I love, right? I got this as a phone holder, but I know y'all know my babies are sitting in it. I still don't have my license fully situated yet, but I am, like, I had a phone call with the insurance folks earlier, and that was positive. Yeah. It's just kind of taken some time. It's been my fault. I just haven't had a car for so long, or really the means to get one. And beyond that, like, the amount of money at the time it would have taken just over the years, when, like, I'm the one working from home and stuff like that, and I don't really have, or I haven't had anywhere that I need to go. I don't mind staying in, but it gets frustrating when you can't just run to the gas station to get, an energy drink or something, or a snack if you want, whatever. If I forget something in the grocery order, I can't just pop down to the grocery store. So I'm excited. I'm just so excited to be getting closer to that. Honestly, I'm so excited to get back to driving. Let me think. Almost. Ugh. With the I can't. I don't care right now. I do remember some other stuff I want to talk about. See, like, every time with me, I'm like, I don't want to record, and then, like, when I get into it, I need to like start my videos at the point where I get excitable, and then be like, how did we get here? Do a record scratch and go back. No, but okay, so let's look at some other stuff. So this bit, this is from Vine. What is it? It's silicone molds. But I was also able to get from Vine the UV resin gel, right? I've been wanting to try this crap forever. I just never wanted to spend the money on it because they come in like these huge jugs that are 30 or something bucks, and I'm, you know, at the time I didn't really know anything about how this stuff works, but I think part of what turned me onto it more recently is since I do my own nails with the UV gel stuff, I'm more familiar with how this kind of crap works, I guess. Plus now I have a UV lamp, so yeah, these are molds for bookmarks. I have tried my hand at my first one. It did not go fantastically. What did I do with it? I was just playing with it a little bit ago. Well, it's somewhere. I'm gonna keep looking for it, but it's so. Also from Vine, one of the first things I got was a pressed flower, like a mini flower press. This thing. You can like clip it on your bag, and it comes with the hardware. It's just off because I pulled the flowers out. But anyway, I'd found just some little flowers around the yard, and oh, here it is. I went ahead and pressed them, just playing around with it. And I thought I'd make a bookmark. It's not great. There's bubbles and stuff. I was a little bit in a rush too, but I'm still gonna use it. I like the way it came out. I just have to decide if I want to use one of the pre-made tassels or if I want to go ahead and make one. But I got some good yarn today too. Grab this. This is the kind of thing I don't expect to find as much of, and sure enough, I generally don't. But this is here. Let me pull this off so you can see the whole thing. Look how pretty! And I got 3 skeins of this. This is a skein or a hank. It's a hank. Yeah, because hanks are the twisty ones. I've got a when I go to spin this, I think I'll take a video just so people can see. Like, I can't just knit off it. I mean, okay, technically I can, but it's gonna be a nightmare because when I go to take this apart, like, it's not like tied in a knot or anything. And when I take it apart, it's just gonna be this loop of yarn around and around. And I've got to put it on this stand thing and kind of stretch it out, and then I weave it into a cake that is more manageable to work from. But this one, so this yarn is, I want to say it's like DK weight, which is a little bit smaller than the most common size you'll find. But it's mostly wool. 52% wool, 10% cashmere, and 38% polyester. It almost seemed like whenever I see these, I wouldn't buy this, okay? I don't remember what they charged for it. I wasn't paying that much attention. I was just so excited. There were still more left when I saw it in the catalog and was able to order it. But usually, if I'm gonna spend money on wool, and especially on something like cashmere, I've never, except for some of the newer stuff that I recently got but have not yet worked with, and even then I'm not positive. I don't think I've ever worked with anything that has any cashmere in it, and I certainly wouldn't have purchased this again, unless, I mean, I guess unless it's pretty cheap, like if, or, you know, budget friendly, I guess. But usually, I imagine, yeah, a 3-pack of hanks like this, they can go for a lot, depending. I'm gonna go look right now, actually, and see how much this is running. At least right now on Amazon. Let's see. Where is it? There we go. $20.99. 100 grams. Okay, that's actually a pretty good price. for this. Like I've seen single hanks like this go for $20.99, and a 3-pack is going for $20.99. So yeah, actually that's money I would spend on something like this, where it's a good portion of actual wool. I wonder too if the polyester is in fact acrylic. I'll level with you right now, I don't know even what the difference is between acrylic and polyester when it comes to fiber, but in any case, I love this colorway. I love the pale, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, that's more true to what it really looks like. Just these purples and these sort of, I guess that's white. Yeah. Pinks. I think there's a hint of blue here and there. Probably just from the purple getting so light, but I don't know what I'll make with it, but I will certainly make something at some point, goodness knows. And this is really lovely yarn. And to have 3 hanks of it, that actually gives me something to work with, so. I don't know why this became a haul video. That wasn't what I expected. I mean, I guess, like, it is a way to kind of introduce and discuss my various hobbies, but I do have more stuff I can show you. Like, the Secret History for a few years now, at least 5, has been one of my absolute favorite books. I have an audiobook of it, and I have the Kindle version, but I still hadn't gotten a hard copy, so I finally got myself one. It was used on eBay like $8, which is fine. I know, like, I don't think this is grease, like, touching it. Like, I don't know what it is, but it might even just be, like, if somebody was holding it, like, if they, because it's got, like, kind of that weird, soft touch, velvety texture to it. I don't know, but I am excited to have this. I love this book so much. I at least re-listen to the audiobook at least once a year, but usually more. So yeah, I'm just so excited to finally have a hard copy. Eventually, I think I will see if my wife will purchase me a first edition, first printing, but this is nice. This will do. This was a really good price, and it is honestly in excellent condition for $8. I'm pretty sure that's what I paid for it. There's that. I also, this is one of the big things I want to talk about, actually. And it's not so much about the acquisition. I mean, I am excited about this notebook, but it's for, I want to say a less exciting purpose, but I want to be excited about it. I want to retake the ACT. I want to get better scores, and I want to tutor for the ACT. So I did at one point start studying a little bit, and I got caught up on a few of the more like basic math stuff that I really should know, like dividing and multiplying fractions, decimals, things like that. And then some other stuff came up, the move, all that. Oh yeah, I pulled this out because I wanted to show you the other resin thing I made. So the skull I made, which this is the first thing I made with that resin. I've just made this, and the bookmark. But I used some of my, like, that metallic pearlescent powder I have for doing my nails. Because as far as I know, I don't have any dyes that won't cause issues for the resin, but I don't know if it's showing up all that well on camera. I mean, it is. It's showing the pearliness. It's got kind of a green, spooky glint to it, but mostly just looks pearlescent. Anyway, I thought it was cute. I stuck it on my pencil bag. Sorry, that's not what I was... That's right, we were talking about the ACT. So, I have a prep book already. I had started getting into it, but this is another one of the aspects of me being in a rut, is I haven't been doing my self-study, like, for crap for ages, for anything. I need to I need to like brush up on my German. It's so rusty, it's so bad, and I hate it because German's my favorite language, so that bums me out. I need to get back into that, and for my work, because it's important to me, and that's why I don't want to say this is boring, because this is important to me. I just hate math, and it's hard. And the whole having to get back into studying, I mean, here's the thing though, on the bright side, I don't have a deadline. I can deal with this as I want, right? Which in some ways is good, but in some ways is bad, because as we know, human nature will inevitably try to lead us astray, right? Try and lead us away from what is good for us. And so I'm gonna try and do my best to work study time back into my general routine, right? I need to do that. So I am excited about this. I got on with ChatGPT and just had it come up with just a basic breakdown of like a study plan for ACT math specifically. Now, I know that a lot of the advice that we will come across for studying for this kind of test is to play to your strengths, which is fair. They say to focus primarily on the subjects that you are already good in so that your scores in those can bring up, you know, your overall, which is fine. But my math and really science, to a point, that's another thing I'm gonna have to look at pretty hard. It is just too nothing, honestly, for me to, in all seriousness, go into that test right now. And furthermore, the point of this is for me to get as high a score as I possibly can, and depending upon that, I would not hate aiming for a perfect 35, like, or is it 36? I can't remember, but you know. So yeah, I gotta get back into that. I want to be excited about it. Part of me is afraid of failing, not the test, just the study plan. But the point is to just keep trying. I say that a lot, and I mean it. And it is how I have gotten through, managed, achieved essentially anything in my life, was being okay with failing. Just trying again. So yeah, and so what made me think about it was, I don't know if y'all have heard about these disc-bound notebooks. I came across it randomly. I know why. I know what came up. It was the discs themselves kept showing up in like the arts and crafts section on the Amazon Vine catalog. And I was like, what the hell what are these? Because it's just, I had never heard of these notebooks. Okay, so all I see is discs for disc-bound notebook. And then it, you know, will usually say something like customizable note-taking system, blah, blah, blah. So when I saw it, I was just kind of like, what? And I looked into it more, and honestly, at first, I did not think it was going to be for me. The first one I bought was the junior size, because I didn't want to, like, invest, you know, more money in a bigger one if I hated it. But it's so I don't even know how to explain how this works because it's so weird. But in place of like the 3-ring binder things that snap and then you've got the holes, like these are they're just like this, all right? And then the discs, actually, I have some extras. Cause yeah, the notebook, the big one came with its own. It came with these, but I wanted bigger ones, so I ordered some bigger ones with it. Now, it seems stupid, honestly. It seems like a bad idea, but all you do is just like cover, pages, tabs, whatever. They just have to have like this kind of cut, and then the ring just fits through those slots, and you can just like really easily pop papers in and out. And there's not, like, because the reason I don't use a binder anymore is they're always tearing pages and screwing stuff up. And with this, like, I think that it will be very helpful in organizing my notes. So I've got just all of my paper on top, and then as, you know, I finish with whatever it is I'm writing for whatever reason, I can just put it in the appropriate tab without much trouble and without really ruining the paper. Like, I don't know why, like, I have such a hard time with 3-ring binders, but they don't, it always hitches. That's what it is. It hitches on the connector, right? That's what the issue always is, and this doesn't have that. So I, since I've, you know, started goofing around with that one and I thought it was just swell, I did go ahead and buy myself a 8x10 or whatever, 8x11, the letter size. So yeah, like I said, the rings that it came with are, you can see they're smaller. So if you want to hold more paper, you can just buy a set of larger rings. The ones that most notebooks come with, I think in this size at least, this is like 1.1 inches, and these are 1.5. I got a pack of paper. It didn't come with it, by the way. If you end up buying one of these, it may not come with paper. Like, all I got was the front and the back, and then these discs separately. So it was a good thing I ordered paper, because I almost didn't. I think it's gonna be perfect for my purposes and for study. The paper I bought came with tabs for this, so I'll be able to do that. I don't know. I like it a lot. It feels good. I think is gonna do what I want it to do. So there's that. This is gonna be my new study notebook. Yeah. Is there anything else I bought that I need to talk about? Oh, I did do, this is not so much a purchase. I mean, it kind of is, but I started a scrapbook. Now, I wanted to do this for a while, but like the problem is that scrapbook materials are expensive and I don't want to spend that much money on them. But guess what comes up in Amazon Vine? Scrapbook stuff. So I did purchase the scrapbook itself. It's like $6. And it came with, like, it was just blank like this on both sides. It did come with the corners and the bow and stuff. It's like 60 pages in it. I think this one is 8x8. I got a smaller one. But yeah, I just thought it would be nice to document some of this stuff over the next year, couple years. You know, our first years at, I call this Mosswood Cottage. But yeah, so I've decorated the cover. This back here came from Amazon Vine. These stickers, this ribbon. Let's see, I already had some twine. I glued a button there. This, like, check stuff is, it's like a fabric that I glued to. This is a frame for those little Instax pictures. I don't know what I'm gonna put in there. I don't know. Maybe a picture of the house. No idea. I have not put in like the intro or cover page or anything like that, but I did get started on the first autumn at Mosswood Cottage. So over here, I am for sure gonna put this up. That's Charlie. I made him. He's in the living room right now. But I'm gonna put him up, and then I'm gonna take a picture at some point when like the leaves are all like super autumnal, and I'll put that there. And then on this side, I've just got some pictures from my initial decorating in the living room there. So, yeah, so I'm excited. I finally started on a scrapbook. Been wanting to, and I like the way that it's coming out so far. Now I think I'm done talking about all my damn purchases and Amazon Vine, this, that, whatever. Jesus. Okay. Well, what else? I mean, I talked about I want to study. I want to go back into studying. I want to be good about that. My Amberlynn Reed obsession is somewhat easing. I mean, I guess it probably is because she's taking time off, but I don't know. I feel like as soon as she does something else crazy, I'm gonna focus right back in again. Let me think. I've got more students, not new ones, returning students, which is good. I mean, it's still filling my schedule back out again, thankfully, fortunately, finally. Just sorry, I was looking to see if any other job postings there, client posts, whatever. Sorry, T-Mobile's trying to sell me another phone. Just bought these. Anyway. So, in my footage, there should be storms. I am doing some knitting. I haven't made much progress on that. It's just a book cover. Sometimes when I don't know what to make, I just make some kind of bag. But I think I'm just kind of taking a break from knitting. My next few projects, like I will make myself another spooky doll like Emily up there, this one, purple feet and the spooky eyes. I think I might have shown her off before, I don't know. I don't feel like I want to grab her, I'm done showing stuff today. But it's a doll pattern I've used before. I have another one just right there. She's in shadow looking extra spooky. That's an apron in front of her. She's just kind of like slouched back. But anyway, I agreed to make one for a friend of mine to gift to a friend of his who collects spooky dolls. Since it's going to be loosely based, well, structurally, it does follow pretty close to the designers, yeah. But I just, as I'm working, I will make my own alterations based on what I'm doing. So, I'm gonna make one for myself first, because I would like to make another one of those dolls anyway. And once I see how it's come out, then I can decide if I want to do the same thing for the friend of my friend, or if there's any changes I think I would prefer to make for her. So there's that. Same friend, sorry, stuff keeps coming up on my work thing. For him, I am gonna make a little bat. I think I need different felt though. I bought some felt, but they're really tiny pieces, and I don't think they're gonna be big enough for this. And it's not a big bat, it's a little one, but I think that the felt that makes up the wing flaps, I think it goes all the way across. I don't know, I'll look at it, but so there's that. And then also for his grandma, I'm gonna make a little possum. I think it's an opossum is the spooky rat looking ones we got in America. Anyway, I did find a good pattern for that one. It's just gonna be like keychain size, and I probably will make some kind of like keychain out of it, but it's for his grandma in this case, so that one's gonna be pretty quick. But yeah, so I'm just taking a break mainly from knitting right now. Like I said, I might goof with the book cover there, but those are just kind of things that I just make when I don't know what else to knit, but I insist on knitting. My reading slump, I would not say that I am out of it, but I feel like I'm getting there. I tried with The Magicians, and that wasn't it for me. That doesn't mean I won't, necessarily return to trying to reread it again, but I did pick up I own this book already, but picked up to read, Our Crooked Hearts by Melissa Albert, which is another of my newer favoritist books of all time. I also have the really cool edition. And it's silly because when I first heard about this book, it was on TikTok when I was still playing around on TikTok, and of course this was through Book Talk, and I just saw like somebody just showing this off and how pretty it was, and you know, that same person said that it was also a really good book and they couldn't put it down. I just kind of took a cursory glance at what it was about, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like it's up my alley. And it absolutely is. But this is the bookish box version, and I can't do a book subscription. You know. But it is signed by Melissa Albert, which is also very exciting. Beyond that, every chapter begins with a lovely page like this. And yeah, so it does have really nice illustrations too in the cover page? No, it's not a cover page, is it? I don't know, but here's the other one. These are just some of the girls. I think these are the girls back from the 90s. Essentially, it is a witchcraft book. I mean, it's about witches, witchcraft. This girl, Ivy, I don't know, she runs into some weird stuff, and like there's weird stuff about her memory and her life experiences and just like her mom and the I don't know, like I don't want to give too much away, but you should read it if you like it. It's got beautiful autumnal vibes, and you get this thing where from time to time it switches back and forth between the present day and the like 80s or 90s when the mother was a teenager, and you know, her foray into witchcraft and all this and just what's going on nowadays. It's such a fantastic book. I love the vibes. I love the way Melissa Albert writes. That the copy itself is just drop dead gorgeous, obviously. And yeah, I love the quote. We didn't wonder where the magic came from or why it worked. We never asked ourselves, is this ours to take? I actually recently passed that chapter, and then within that same dialogue, it is the the book title, Our Crooked Hearts. But yeah, it's so good. So good, so good. I've also read by her, The Hazelwood. Was that it? I guess those are the only two. Because I have The Night Country, which is the sequel to The Hazelwood. And then she also has a book of short stories that is from The Hazelwood, that book. Anyway, The Hazelwood is absolutely fantastic as well. I would definitely recommend both of those. And I guess if I'm in a book recommendation mood for spooky season, fall, whatever, you've got to read, what is it called? It's by A.M. Shine. They did a movie on it recently. It was probably Netflix, knowing Netflix. It's The Watchers. Screw the movie, like, it's whatever, it's fine. I liked seeing visual representation. I always like this about films and shows and stuff made from books I've read, even if I don't like what they did with it. Like, most of the time I usually appreciate seeing the visual representations that people brought to life from the book, right? The things that visually look like how they were described, and I can see it and I can see the world. I usually always at least appreciate that. But in any case, oh my god, what was I talking about? Here we go with this again. Right, The Watchers. Sorry. So, The Watchers by A.M. Shine. I have not yet read the sequel, but I do have it. Yeah, I do have it. I also read The Creeper, which was not as good as The Watchers, but if you like The Watchers, I would recommend The Creeper. I think it's The Creeper. It's pretty spooky. Like, I think that aspects of it, I it's been too long since I've read it. I've only read it once, so I can't comment too much on it. And I might give something away anyway, but they're both very good. There's a lot of like spookiness, the mystery behind it. There are surprising aspects to the story. Like the twists that you encounter are good. Honestly, I loved The Watchers, and I will probably read that again this year. Fantastic. Like, he incorporates Irish folklore and stuff into it. It takes place in Ireland. The author is Irish. Love it. Love it. So yeah, there's that. What else? I don't know. I think that's it. I think that's it. I do. I have the Labubu stand. I'm sorry that I did not like save it to pull out for just the Labubu video. I mean, I'm not gonna deal with it right now, but I think it's fantastic. I think it looks great. I've got my other 6 Impressionism skull pandas down here. I put the 3 autumnal colored ones up front, and then yeah, there's Sea Salt, Serenity, Hope, Soy Milk, and then in back there's like, I think that one's Loyalty. The one behind Serenity should be Happiness. Oh, I want to say Cece is, yeah, Cece is hanging up either behind Sea Salt or Soy Milk, and then that one there is easy. And of course, Miss Lady Luck is here with me on my water bottle. So. And then Pond, of course. She ain't hanging up. She's with me. Love her. I don't know. I think that's it. This was insane. I'm insane. But I'm happy to be here documenting it, I guess. That's it. That's all I've got. I'm so over this. I don't know why I'm over it. Like, I had a good time. I was having a good time. I think it's more just that it's a little past 8 now, and I don't know. It's just been kind of a weird day. I think it's the hormones, you know? Just goofing with me, making me feel silly. Thank you for being here with me today. I hope my videos are getting better. I will do my best to start this one off a little more enthusiastically, I think. I did try not to let the I don't want to's color my tone too much in the beginning. So hopefully that will have gone better. But yes, thank you for spending your time with me. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe, and hopefully we can get more friends here in our slowly but steadily growing community. I'm up to 8 subscribers. Only 2 of those don't count, so technically 6, which I'm excited about. And if any of you are still watching, thank you. Thank you. I know a few of your names because it shows up, so I'm not gonna say it, but thank you. Thank you for subscribing. It does mean a lot. That's it. That's all I got. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have a good one. I'll see you next time.